Eileen at Quinn English 200. We're doing some yoga this morning, so come find your mat. Hope everybody had a happy Halloween. Great. Okay, find your mat and find a comfortable seat. I'm trying out my headphone mic today, so go ahead and give me some feedback on whether or not you can hear me better. Thank you. All right, so find a comfortable seat on your mat and see if you can bring your hip bones to the earth. Whether you're sitting with your legs straight out in front of you or crisscross applesauce. See if you can take the flesh away from behind you and settle into the earth. Maybe your palms are facing up, resting on your legs. And just take a moment to sort of scan the body, find some stillness. We're practicing yoga today, so find your mat, find a nice, easy seat. Good morning, everybody. Inhale, arms touch, gaze to the top of the hand. Exhale, come lean gently over to the one side, planting the palm. If you have the flexibility, maybe the elbow comes to the earth, keeping those hips on the earth. Swim stroke the other arm up and around, gazing at the top hand. Now look to the earth. Stretching out that side body. Inhale, come back through center. Palms touch, look up. Exhale, come down to the other side. Now we're going to try to bring that elbow down to the earth if possible. Gaze up first. Make sure the hips stay on the earth. So if you can't come all the way down, then just don't. Keep the hips where they are. As long as you're starting the movement, wherever you are, there you are in yoga. Look down at the earth, stretch the body. Inhale, come back through center. Beautiful. Inhale, look up. Exhale, see if you can fold over those legs from the hips. I don't think this is going to work. All right. Can you hear me? Inhale, arms up. And exhale, fold the hips over. Draw the chin to the chest. Stretch out the back of the neck. I'm tenting my fingers here. See if you can tiptoe your fingers off to the right side, stacking the left on top of the right for another side body stretch. Come back through center. Tent your fingers to the other side, stacking the right on top of the left. Ooh, yes. Just stretching out the back in a few directions. Inhale, come through center. Exhale, let's fold again. Inhale, come through center. Exhale, bring those hands out to the side. Good. Draw your hands to your heart center. Tuck your chin to your chest. Find your moment of gratitude. Maybe set an intention for today's class today. Inhale, palms up. Exhale, we're going to go a little faster now. Lean, look down. Inhale, come through center. Exhale, lean, look down. Inhale, come through center. Now we're going to fold over those hips, hinging, keeping that back straight, 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 straight. And now you can bring that chin to the chest, stretch out the back of the neck. Inhale, come through center. Beautiful stretch. A lot of things are happening. You're grounding your hips here with this stretch. Your hips are coming to the earth. You're stretching out the back and the rib cage. Inhale, center. Exhale, other side. Okay, we're grounding our foundation for the start of class. We're settling in, we're focusing. The back is a really important part of the body to sort of wake up before we start doing anything. We have to get the blood flowing before we start any major poses. That's why in yoga we sort of work up to those towards the end of class. Okay, I'm going to take these off because they're not serving. So you're going to just have to listen to me here. Yeah. Hi, everybody. Welcome. I'm here at Quinn English, and I am teaching yoga this morning. Go ahead and find your mat. Quiet the mind. Beautiful. Inhale, palms up. Exhale. Make your way to hands and knees. Okay, this is the second way we like to stretch out the back. All are welcome at Quinn English. Maybe I'll turn this way. So when you position for hands and knees, you want your palms flat and open, and you want your hands directly underneath your shoulders. And the little lines on the elbows are sort of facing each other. Beautiful. Inhale, look up. You can tuck your toes here. Your knees are sort of right underneath your hips. On your exhale, you're going to dome the back like an angry cat. Chin to the chest. Inhale, look up, drop the belly. Open the chest. Exhale, dome the back. Cat. Inhale, cat. And so you can go at your own breath cycle here for a few more times, just opening up the back. That's beautiful. Good. Now we're going to come down into a child's pose, but I'm going to open up the knees, the width of the mat here, to give my body a little bit of space. And I'm going to bring the hips to the heels here, or as close as they'll go, and I'm stretching out my arms in front of me, and if possible, forehead to the earth. You want to ground yourself here in your child's pose. If you can't get your forehead, you can stack your fists. Okay, and if you have a block around, the block works as well. But just settle into child's pose. Open up the hips. Blocks are great because you can use them and then change the height based on what you're doing. The purpose of this child's pose is to settle yourself, ground yourself. Now, just like we did before, you can tent those fingertips, walk them out to the side of the mat, stack left on top of the right, side body stretch here. Beautiful. Inhale, come through center. Stack to the other side. Oh, yeah. Stretch that side body. Come through center. Hands and knees again. Let's do a few rounds of cat-cow. You guys see me okay? Okay. Inhale, look up. Cow. Exhale, tuck those toes. Dome the back. A few more rounds. What a beautiful morning in Florida. It's about 80 degrees. Gorgeous day. Get outside, everybody. All right, now we're going to take our left leg and extend it back behind us, straight. Keep those hips straight. You're gazing kind of in front of your mat here, neutral spine. But you want to watch that you're not opening up the hips. Keep the hips facing the earth, and your toes should be like pointing down. Now, if you have this stability, you can stay right there, or you can extend the right hand out in front of you, thumbs up, as if you're going to shake somebody's hand. Inhale for length. Exhale, draw the knee to the elbow. Hold it. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, extend. One more time. Exhale, knee to elbow. Good. Now, extend that leg back behind you again. You can plant the palm here. And let's do a few little leg lifts, straight leg, hips down. Keep those hips down, belly button in. Now we're going to bend the leg and straighten it. Still got to stretch out, warm up that back body. And now let's just keep it bent, hold it here, and just do tiny little lifts. Beautiful job. A little bit of calisthenics, belly button to the spine. Now come out, wide-legged child pose. Keep those knees out. Settle and stretch. Regroup. Come back to hands and knees. Let's try that on the other side. Now you're going to take that other leg and stretch it out. Back behind you, hips both facing the earth. Left hand comes out front, or the opposite hand, whatever you did first. Point that thumb to the skies if you're shaking somebody's hand. Neutral spine. Hold it. Breathe. Belly button in. Inhale. Exhale, draw the knee to the elbow. Hold it here. Inhale, extend. Exhale, knee to elbow. Inhale, extend. One more time. Hold it here. Good. Plant that hand and bring the foot back. Keep the foot raised, hips level. Checking with your hips, checking with your alignment. See if you can do some small straight-legged leg lifts. Tiny movements here, kind of like calisthenics. It's good for the soul. Good. Now we'll bend the leg, 90-degree angle, and extend. Okay, great. Now, last but not least, bend it. Small, tiny movements, just up. Warming up that back body. Good. Child's pose. Wide knees, hips to the earth. Back to child's pose. Beautiful job. Let's do 2 or 3 more cat-cows just for the good of stretching out that back, warming up the back. I'm Quinn English. I teach yoga and high school English. Like and subscribe. Join me. I'm doing a live sesh. We're just warming up the back here. Maybe you can wag your tail back and forth. Let's make some circles while we're here. Let's draw the hips down to the left, back to the heels, up and around. Nice big circles. 1 or 2, stretching out the side body, stretching out the hips. Yes, mama. Now that's the other way. Woo, feeling good. If you're like me and you're almost 50, and a female, ooh, we need to ground ourselves. We need to lower our cortisol levels. All right, yoga is the best way to do that, my personal opinion. Okay, great. So we're a little bit warmed up on the back body. Let's do another side stretch, arms up. Plant your palms, stretch it over. Inhale, come through center. Exhale the other way. Inhale, come through center. Great. Now we can make our way to standing on our mat. And we'll start with a sun salutation. I don't know if you're familiar with that. We'll do a nice sun A. So your feet come up to the top of the mat, and your feet are like hips distance apart. And the way you can measure that is putting your hands together in fists. And just sort of give a gauge by putting them between your feet. That's about hips distance apart. That's really good for alignment if you keep your feet that way. Okay, inhale, look up, palms touch. We're still gonna do that lean. Exhale, lean to the right. Inhale, come through center. Keep those hips straight forward though. Exhale, lean to the other side. Now let's incorporate a twist. Inhale, palms up. Exhale, twist to the right. Keep the hips facing forward. T-twist to the right. Inhale, come through center. Exhale, T-twist the other way. Inhale, come through center. Exhale, mild back bend. Exhale, forward fold over 2 straight legs. Inhale, half look up. Exhale, plant those palms, and we're going to come into a high plank here, stepping back, high plank. Now there's a few options for chaturanga. You can lower the knees, and then you could just come to the earth. That's level 1. Okay, level 2, you can come into your high plank and just sort of come to the earth like a push-up and untuck the toes. Level 3 is a full chaturanga, where you lower halfway, draw that heart through, keep the hips off the floor, untuck the toes. Whatever works for you, do it. Tuck the toes, hips to the sky, downward facing dog. Downward facing dog is a great position. You're in an upside down V. You should try to get your weight equal on your feet and your hands. So you're in an inverted V here. And you're tucking your chin to your chest. You're kind of gazing at your thighs or your belly button if you have it. And see if you can melt the heels to the earth. The hands should be really spread out like Spider-Man hands, flat palms here. Pedal out your feet. Good morning, hips and thighs. Slowly, slowly, tiptoe to the top of the mat, coming into your first forward fold. Okay, go ahead and grab opposite elbows. Open that back, upper back, shoulders, neck. Heavy the head, ragdoll here. Let gravity do its work. Release that. If you have it, get those hands underneath your feet. Let the toes tickle. Tickle your wrists here. Carpal tunnel syndrome is serious. Let's do a little massage of the palms here. Good, let that go. Inhale, half look up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up. Palms touch. Draw your hands to your heart center. Let's try that again now a little bit faster, shall we? Inhale, palms up. Exhale, T, twist to the right. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Inhale, center. Exhale, bow and fold over 2 straight legs. Inhale, half look up. I'm Eileen, I teach yoga. Quinn, 2003. Plant those palms, step it back, high plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, draw the heart through. Exhale, downward facing dog. You're here for 5 full breaths. This is the time to check in with your anatomy, your focus. I teach yoga, so if you're in the Venice area and you're interested in private sessions, send me some messages. Like and subscribe. Okay, on the last breath, empty it all out. Exhale. Bend those knees deeply. Step or hop to the top of the mat. Inhale, half look up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up, palms touch. Hands by your side. Beautiful, sun A salutation, check. I'm teaching yoga. We're moving into sun salutation B, which is gonna be a chair pose, some twists, and then we'll do a chaturanga, and we'll do a warrior 1 on both sides, and then we'll do another chaturanga, and that'll be our sun B. Let me set you up for it. I'm Eileen, I teach yoga. Like and subscribe, I'm doing a live class now. And if you're in the Venice, Florida area and you're interested in a private session, go ahead and send me a message. Okay, top of the mat. Your feet are hips distance apart. Chair pose is a beautiful pose. It's if you're sitting in a chair. So your hips come down and back behind you, but your heart and your shoulders are pointing out in front of you. So this is sort of straight. Your arms come up. Yogi's choice here, palms touch or out, but you're gazing up to the sky. Belly button in. All your weight is evenly distributed on your feet here. Beautiful. Now, draw your hands to your heart center. Prayer. And on your inhale, you're going to inhale and then you're going to twist. And as you twist, you're going to bring your elbow down to sort of hook on that outside thigh. And so you're using the leverage between your hands here to twist even deeper. Gazing up. Now, if you have a side crow in your practice, go ahead and do it here. Side, or stay right there. Side crow, if you have no idea what, just stay there. But if you do have a side crow, you're kind of squat down to the earth. Plant the palms here beside your mat. Once your palms are planted, then you're using your elbows as a shelf and your weight kind of comes in there. Inhale, come back through center. Chair pose. Exhale, other side. So draw your hands to your heart center and twist. Taking that elbow and hooking it on that knee. Oh yeah. Twist even further. Stay here or prep for side crow. Plant the palms. Ooh. Had a little pizza last night. Woo. Inhale, come back through center chair. Straighten up. Beautiful. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, bow and fold. Inhale, half look up. Exhale, plant those palms. Step it back. High plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, draw your heart through. Exhale, downward facing dog. Now you're going to take your right leg and step it through between your hands. Lower the left heel back behind you at 90 degrees. Warrior one, inhale, come up. So there's a deep bend in this knee, right angle. And your back foot is sort of lined parallel to the back of the mat. And your front foot is pointing forward. And so if you were to join your two heels, they would make a right angle. Okay? So your hips are facing forward, warrior one position, deep bend in that first leg, front leg. Arms up, gaze up. On your exhale, you're going to bring your hands down to frame the foot. Step it back, high plank. Lower chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Let's try that on the other side. Step that left foot through. Open that back foot. Inhale, warriors rise. So again, check in with your position because that's really important. You want your foot, your back foot parallel to the line of the back mat. So you're sort of pointing out. The front foot is pointing forward. Deep bend in that front leg. Your hips are facing forward. Arms come up. Inhale, look up. Exhale, bring those hands down to frame the foot. Step it back. High plank. Lower chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. 5 full breaths, yogis. If you're just joining me, stay in your downward dog. If you're just joining me, I'm Eileen Quinn. I teach yoga. I also teach high school English, Quinn English 200. If you're in the Venice area and you want a private yoga session, send me a message. I can also tutor for the SATs too. English, obviously. All right. Downward facing dog. Here we come. Let's start our sun salutation C, where it's like my own flow.
but I'm balancing out the body. Take your right leg, lift it up to the sky. We're nice and warm here. If you have it, flip your dog. That's a back bend. Inhale, rise up, one arm, back bend. Exhale, come on back through, lift that right leg up to the sky. Draw your knee to your elbow here. Inhale, extend. Exhale, we're gonna come across the opposite elbow. Bring that knee to the opposite elbow. Straighten out that leg. Come on over, open, fallen star. Inhale. Bring that leg back up to the sky. Step it through, high lunge. Whoop. Open up, warrior two. So your right arm is facing forward, left arm facing back. Deep bend in that front leg. Your front foot is pointing forward. Now the back foot has a little bit of an angle to it, probably 45-degree angle. Inhale, reverse warrior. We're going to come back like this. Exhale, extended side angle. Deep bend in that right hand. Now your right hand is coming down, left hand looking up. Here's where the block comes in handy. Right, you can place the block in front of your foot. Hello, good morning, lower back. Beautiful. Inhale, rise and star that pose. Let me face you. Star your pose, hands on your hips. Beautiful. Check in with your position here. You want your feet facing forward. You're making a star with your body. Look up. Put your hands on your hips. Inhale for length and stability. Now we're going to come into a forward fold. Just hinging at the hips. Keep the legs planted where they are. Exhale, forward fold. Wherever you are, there you are. If you can come all the way down, come all the way down. But you're hinging at the hips, right? Back is still straight. Keep that back straight. Breathe. Inhale, half look up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up. Beautiful. Okay, so we're in our star now. Back to our hands on our hips. And we're going to do a Skandasana to the back of the mat. So a deep bend in that right knee. And you can stay here, or you can come down to the earth, plant the palm, look up. If you have it, you can lift that back foot. Now we're going to Skandasana to the top of the mat. So you can stay low, plant that palm, open up. This is so good for the lower back and the hips, looking up. Alignment is so important. Grounding yourself is so important. All this helps to keep the muscles stable. Now we're going to do a dragonfly twist while we're up here. So you're going to take your hand that's up in the sky and you're going to plant it on the earth. You're going to move your foot so your planted foot is facing forward and your planted palm is right beside it. We're coming into this like low lunge here. This is called dragonfly twist. From here now we're going to twist over the knee and open up. Lower back here, gorgeous. Belly button in. All this, I mean, if you're an athlete, if you're middle-aged, if you're young, it benefits your body. This alignment helps with muscle building, lowering the cortisol levels, opening the mind, breath-inspired movement. Good. From here, we're going to lower that back knee. You can untwist. Lower that back knee, untuck the toes. You're coming into Anjaneyasana, crescent pose. So come up here, but be careful with the knee there. We're going to open the hip here as we hinge forward. And now you're going to raise those arms up into a crescent. Ooh. Pose. Good. Let that go. Runner stretch here. Bring those hips back. The front foot lifts up the toes. Now you can stay here. You can come down. But we're stretching out that back front leg here. Maybe you could fold over this position, eventually drawing the forehead to the knee. Beautiful. Inhale, come up. Now we're going to come into a warrior 3 position. So you're going to plant that front foot, tuck the toes, lift up, come up. And we're coming into a T position. Warrior 3, I mean. Your hips are both facing downward, shoulders are facing downward. Your arms can be out beside you, lifting that back leg. Breathe. Gorgeous. How do you feel, yogis? Whew. All right, well, we did my sun salutation C on the right side, but we can't stay unbalanced. So whatever we do on the right, we have to do on the left. My name is Eileen Quinn. I teach yoga and high school English. Like and subscribe at Quinn English 200. If you're interested in any tutoring sessions for the SATs or the yoga session, and you're in the Venice, Florida area, message me. I mean, if you're a distance learner, we can work something out via Zoom, but that'll cost you extra. Okay, left side, everybody. So come into your downward facing dog. Now I did a log at the front here. Let's try it again. Left leg lifts up to the sky. Open bend those hips. Come into a back bend. Flip your dog if you have it. Otherwise, just stay right here. Back bend. Up we go. Open up. Gorgeous. All right, come on back around. Lift that left leg up to the sky again. Draw your knee to your elbow. Left knee, left elbow. Inhale, extend. Exhale. Now you're going to come across. Opposite elbow. Hold it. Kick out that arm. Now we're going to twirl open, fallen star. Gorgeous. Plant that palm. Lift that left leg up to the sky again. Now we're going to come through to a high lunge. So bring that foot between the feet. And untuck that back toe. Inhale. High lunge. Arms up, gaze up. Deep bend in that front leg. Exhale, warrior 2. So now you're going to open up, deep bend in that front knee. So you're gazing over the front middle finger. Ready for battle. Deep bend in that front leg. Gaze it, hold it. Can you sink a little lower? Check in with the back foot. Back foot should be parallel to that back mat line. And if you check, your heels should be perpendicular to one another. Gaze, hold it. Inhale, flip the palms, and come back into a reverse warrior position. Oh, stretch that front rib cage, gorgeous. On your exhale, we're going to come into an extended side angle. So there's some options here. Okay, you can stay here, or you can come down to the earth. If you have a block, you got short arms like me. Tee those arms. Use the elbow as leverage to open up there. Gazing up at that top hand. Gorgeous. Hold it. Anyway, we all know the benefits of yoga, but let me remind you. Come on up, star your pose. Put your hands on your hips. Okay, there's so many benefits in yoga. This is not a sexual position exercise. There's so many weird myths out there about yoga. The yoga that I practice is breath-inspired movement. It's a way to stretch out your body and calm your mind. That's it. I'm not here selling anything else. Okay, so all you misunderstood, misinformed people, I would like to educate you and enlighten you. Vinyasa yoga, which is the practice of yoga that I've been trained in and I teach, is breath-inspired movement. So there's lots of meditation and there's movement. That's it. Whatever other myths that you've gathered from whatever social media that you haven't done your research on is untrue. Vinyasa yoga is breath-inspired movement. That's it. And it's a 3,000-year-old practice that people have been using to keep their spine aligned and to be grounded, and there are all these health benefits to it. So join me for breath-inspired movement. Calm your mind, build your muscles, align your spine, and have a good time. Did you hear that rhyme? Oh my gosh. Put your hands on your hips, extend those arms up. Now we're gonna fire up a little bit, and we're gonna do this yogi squat. So point your feet outwards, okay, towards the mat, the ends of the mat. And come into as deep as you can come of a squat. Point it outwards. We're working in these thighs here, getting nice and meaty. Fire it up. Good, stay low here. Maybe your arms can come up. Cactus your arms. Align that back. Maybe your right toe can lift and lower. Left toe. Lift and lower. Both toes. Sink a little deeper. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Yes, ma'am. Good. Lower that heel. Star your pose. Put your hands on your hips. Inhale for length, mild back bend. Exhale, forward fold. Gorgeous. Maybe plant the palms here in front of you. Plant the left palm. Now stretch open to the right. Gazing up at that top hand. Exhale, bring the other one down. Inhale, come on, back up. Good. Now, inhale halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up. We're going to Skandasana to the back of the mat. So deep lunge. Let me adjust myself a little bit. Hi, everyone. Okay, deep lunge to the side. So glad you're joining me today. You guys look great. Skandasana, we're going to come all the way down if you got it. Otherwise, just stay in a high lunge to the right. Bring that arm up. You can use your elbow as leverage to open up the hips a little bit more as the lower back begins to open. Every time I'm in this position, I feel this beautiful opening of the lower back here, belly button up. Now we're going to Skandasana to the front. So the same thing on the other side. Gorgeous. Oh, how did I manage that? Oh, okay. So we're going to dragonfly twist on the other side because I want us to be balanced. So wherever you are, take your left hand now and plant it. You're in a high lunge, you're in a low lunge, excuse me, and your right foot is at the front of the mat and the left foot is back. Check in with your position here. Your hand and your foot should be sort of lined up with one another, hip distance apart. And you're twisting over the bent knee. So take that right hand now to the sky. Gaze up. Dragonfly twist. This is another beautiful lower back stretch. All the muscles engaged here. I'm 50 years old, not quite, I'm 49 years old. I've been practicing yoga for about 20 years, maybe more. Good. Lower that back knee, untuck the toes, Anjaneyasana. So the hips come forward, and we're stretching out this. It's rare that we get to stretch like this, so enjoy it. Good. Inhale, arms up. Maybe you clasp your thumbs and you come into a crescent, arching the back. Release that, beautiful. Come into runner's lunge here, so the hips are coming back, halfway to the knee. This is good, if this is what you got. Otherwise, you can come down a little bit lower. Maybe your hands can come around that toe. Maybe your head can come down to the knee. Beautiful. Now we're coming into a warrior 3 position. So plant the front foot, tuck the toes, lift up. And it's a capital T position. So your body makes the shape of a capital T. Look at your hips. The hips are coming to the earth. Your gaze is out about 2 feet in front of the mat. Your palms could be out. Your arms could be out beside you or behind you for balance. This is a balancing pose. Hips are both facing the earth. All right, inhale, come on up. Beautiful job. So nice. Okay, now I like to offer you some handstand kick-ups. Oh, I did a great thing in my class yesterday. I did some handstands for them. But I do want to keep the heart rate going, so let's just do the kick-ups, okay? So plant your palms here, and let's take the right leg. And what you're going to do is you're going to lift it. And you're going to try to just take a few hops here. Just 3 hops, 4 hops. And I'll try that on the other side. Plant the right foot. Lift the leg, left leg behind you. Take a few hops. Just keeping that body heated. Beautiful. All right, lower to the earth, come to your knees. Beautiful job. If you're an advanced yogi here, you can do some handstands. Okay, fired up. I always try to find a wall, practice against the wall. There's a few ways to modify it. But let's settle in now. Let's do some core work. How does that sound? Okay. So come to your seated position. We're going to do boat pose and canoe pose. Okay. So for boat pose, you're coming on to your sit bones here. Your back is straight. Your belly button is in. Your legs are bent. Feet are flat. Okay, and now your block can come in handy too for this. If you're new to boat pose, you can start on your block. You can start with one leg lifted, but you really just want to keep the shoulders open and the spine aligned here, palms facing up. Maybe the second foot can come up. Maybe you can just tap if you're a beginner to this. But the idea is to keep that core engaged. Right? Gazing up at the ceiling, palms up, hold it. 5 full breaths. Come on out into canoe position. So you just the lower back, head stays off the ground, feet stays off the ground. Come on back up, boat pose. Good. Cross your legs. Inhale for length. Exhale. Fold over those legs. Thank you. Okay. Can we try it again? Another boat, canoe, boat. Here we go. Come into your boat pose. So you're just putting pressure on the sit bones. The legs come up. Back is aligned. Core is engaged. Now, if you're an advanced yogi, maybe you want to try to straighten those legs today. Ooh. Ooh. Maybe just one at a time. Come on out to canoe. Hold it. Boat. 3, 2, 1. Ooh, lower, let go. Core is fired up, engaged. All right, I'm going to teach you back bend next. This was the highlight of English 2 yesterday morning. Give me a shout out if you're one of my students. That was fun. I don't think I'm allowed to post that. Anyway, kids were writing essay or paragraphs. They were doing a great job. It was Halloween. I had no candy, so we did an impromptu back bend sequence. Let me show you how it works. Okay, so you're gonna plant your feet and you're gonna kind of bring your hips close to the feet, knees are bent, flat feet, lay down, flat on the earth. Now bring those feet a little bit closer so that you can tickle the backs of your heels with your fingers. And they should be pretty close to your hips for leverage. You can stay right here. Modifications to this is just lift the hips from here and hold it, you know, for 5 breaths and then lower. Okay, that's how you first start. You should always do that 1 or 2 times. Let's come up again. And lower. So now you know where your legs need to be for this position. Now the trick is putting the pressure on the arms and arching the back. So if you want to try it, try it. If not, just do what we just did. So you're going to take your palms and you're going to place them, your fingers are facing your shoulders, flat palms, and your elbows are like pointing to the sky. Your palms need to be flat in order for this to work. Okay? Bring those feet in and inhale for length. And on your exhale, you're just going to push your whole body up. Okay, and you're looking at the earth and you're arching your back. All the benefits of the chakras that are opening right now for your blood flow. It's like an incredible practice here. So for 5 full breaths, you're here. And then you can slowly lower to the earth. Plant the head. Walk your hands a little closer to your shoulders and come back up for 5 full breaths. Good. Lower down slowly. Excellent. Okay, stretch out long. That was beautiful. Make your way to seated now because we have to do a little bit of a counter pose here. So extend those legs straight out in front of you. Bring those arms up. You did a great job. And exhale, hinge the hips, fold over 2 straight legs. Maybe you can clasp your hands around your feet. Maybe you're at your shins. Wherever you are, there you are. I'm Eileen Quinn. I teach yoga and SAT prep for the English. Like and subscribe. Message me if you want a private tutoring sesh in yoga or SAT prep. Good. All right. Let's stretch out one last time in a pigeon pose, and then we'll make our way to our back for Shavasana. You guys did a great job today. So for pigeon pose, we are going to come back into our downward facing dog. Women carry so much emotion in their hips, and it's important to honor that stretch almost daily if you can. It's a really good way of releasing. And so when we come into the stretch, we want to just sort of ground ourselves and find stillness. The key to this stretch is to find stillness. And so you want to kind of find your edge here. You don't want to hurt yourself, but you want to come to a place where it's just enough. And then you want to breathe and settle. Okay, the key is stillness. Okay, inhales and exhales. And if things come up, we got to release it, right? And so if there's like a crazy kink and you have to back off, see if you can just breathe for like 2 or 3 more times and send like energy to that weird spot and just see if things can release and melt. Okay, this is a practice, right? So we come back to our mat each day, and each day you notice things start to open, things start to like feel a little more balanced because you're coming to your mat every day. You're opening up and you're grounding yourself. All right, so downward facing dog. And we take our right leg and we lift it to the sky. And then what we're going to do is we're going to come into a 7 position. So your leg is going to make the 7 on the mat. So your right knee comes across and your foot comes down. So you're in this, you kind of come to a 7 position. Now you can stay right here if this is what you have, right? If you've done pigeon before, you want to lift the chest up here and you want to open up the back hip. Your back leg is straight back behind you and your toes are untucked. You can stay right here. If you want to go further, you can begin to hinge at the hips here and come down to the earth. Block comes in handy here, right? So you can come down to the elbows and then down to the forehead. Find your stillness. 10 full inhales and full exhales. Okay, plant those palms right above the shoulders. Inhale, come on back up straight. Now you can counter pose if you're an advanced yogi, and you can lift that back leg. You can open up behind and you can try to wedge that leg into the crook of the elbow and express your pigeon. Opening that heart to the sky. Beautiful small back bend here. You can also bring both hands around. Grab that leg, you're counter stretching that upper thigh muscle. Good, let that go slowly. Plant the palms, open back up into downward facing dog. Shake that leg out. Now we gotta do it on the other side. Avi. Take that left leg up to the sky. Create a 7 on your mat with your leg. Now, and find your spot here. And so the idea is we're not hurting the knee. If you're hurting the knee, back off. If this is way too uncomfortable, the modification for this is to just come to your back and just cross over and sort of play here. Okay. Don't hurt your knee. But if you're okay and you've got it, this is where you adjust, right? You want to come to your edge here. You want to find a spot where you're stretching but not hurting. You come to your edge of your muscle ability. Wherever you are, there you are. Lift up, stay here, or hinge forward. Come to the earth. Wherever you are, stay still for 10 full breaths. Plant those palms, open up, counter pose. So bring that leg back behind you. See if you can get it in the crook of the elbow. And express your pigeon pose. Gorgeous. Okay, release that slowly. Come to seated position. I just want to remind my yogis out there about the benefits of yoga. If you're here, you know. Go ahead and settle yourself into a comfortable seated position. It's really important to know about the benefits of yoga. The benefits for athletes, the benefits for muscle stability, the benefits for spine alignment, The benefits: reducing anxiety levels, reducing cortisol levels. This place is sometimes rough, and if we come to our mat on a daily basis, we get to sort of release some of the stress and release some of the things that come up, preparing us for what's to come, and to find out all the pleasure around us, to find out all the beautiful things that we have around us, to find our gratitude, and to let go of things that aren't serving us. That's why we practice yoga. My name is Eileen Quinn. Like and subscribe. It's been an absolute joy to serve you today. Thank you so much for following me. Bring your hands to your chest. Lower your head. Namaste. The light within me respects and honors the light inside of you. I recommend lying flat on the mat in Shavasana for at least 2 full minutes. It's a really important part of the practice. I'll do it now. Thanks, everybody. Close the eyes, let it all go. Palms facing up. Tuck those shoulders underneath. Let the weight of the body, the top body, sort of rest on the bottom body. And just melt away everything, all that hard work. Close the eyes. Listen to the world around you. Slowly tap your fingers. Rotate your ankles. Gently sway the head from side to side. Inhale, bring your arms up above the head. Exhale, draw the knees to the chest. Roll over to your favorite side. resting on your arm as a pillow. Find your gratitude. You made space for yourself for yoga today. Congratulations. Slowly make your way up to seated position. Draw those hands to the heart, center, lower the head. Again, the light within me respects and honors the light inside of every one of you. Namaste. Have a great day, yogis. Thanks for joining me. Like and subscribe. I'm Eileen Quinn. I teach English and yoga. Good to see everybody.